Hi, I'm Angified. I started Angified Presents.
We share the love of music.
It has been medicine and therapy. Nothing else worked.
It has saved many of us with mental health. We need to open our eyes.
Hurt people.
We ask that you listen, comprehend, and relate with your ears.
Form that heart of unity and one.
We share on this stage
Statistics, feelings,
and ourselves.
We stand with the belief to be you, to be heard, and to be original.
We all may be different, with opinions and beliefs.
At the end of the day, we are all brothers and sisters.
We are family.
We ask that you join us in a magical journey with artists from around the world. Open your minds, let in the love,
And listen with your hearts.
We all want a better tomorrow. Be one.
Communicate and look out for one another. And then, and only then, will you find
We will find peace in all the world.
You'll find the world. And you will find this shining world. Heroes among us and every boy and girl. Many have been broken, red hearts turn black.
Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, we have a very special and yes, an exclusive interview with the one and the only Brittney Spencer. Oh, I can't wait. She is so amazing, and I can't wait to learn more and share more with you. Oh, you can go ahead and you can find Brittney at Brittney Spencer on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and Facebook. Let's go ahead. Check this out. She is a 23-year-old pop vocalist, songwriter, and guitarist. Her debut album, Resilience, is out now. After What You Did to Me, resilience is key. She has a guitarist, a vocalist, and a songwriter. So, ladies and gentlemen, get ready to subscribe. Subscribe. Yes, that's what I said. To Brittney Spencer. Yay! Oh, this is going to be so awesome. Hi, Brittney.
Hi. Hold on.
How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
It is so awesome. I am so good. Yes, I finally get to go ahead and meet you and talk to you and find out more. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
So I have to
Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, thank you for being here and sharing.
Yeah.
You're so amazing. Oh. All right, I have to ask, like, where did you come from? Did you, like, your grandparents have some special, like, art skills, or was, like, a grandmother a dancer, or, like, you just have such a beautiful flows that just come through and shine in your work.
Thank you so much. Actually, so my dad, he's really good at drawing, but he never pursued it as like, he never became like an artist. But then I have like an uncle who's also an artist. He's actually an artist, but I don't really have too many people that are musically talented in my family. I'm just kind of the black sheep, I guess, when it comes to that kind of stuff. So I grew up having the internet, so I was exposed to a lot of stuff, and music was my escape. So I just kind of started doing music at a young age.
That is so cool. You serious? Nobody else really got into music?
I'm the only one that's really into it. Like I took lessons in guitar at a young age, and then I kind of went off and started teaching myself my own stuff with that. But yeah, I don't really have like influences in my life, my personal life with music. I kind of did my own thing.
You grew up with the radio.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely listening to like country music and stuff. So yeah.
Okay. Now I know you said you picked up the guitar at a young age. Yeah. How old were you when you started and said, I want to play an instrument?
I was 15, but I started singing when I was like 9. And I would write songs about boys, of course. And I would like sing on the playground when I was a kid to people. And now I'm here. So, yeah.
So now you're just singing on a bigger playground.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I love it. So let me ask, did you have anybody in your family that enjoyed like art or drawing?
Yeah, my dad, and then my uncle, he's a oil painter. So
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. So you did have art and music there growing up too.
Kind of. Yeah, I just kind of used music as like my escape,
Uh-huh.
Like I said, like I had the internet and stuff, and I feel like the internet kind of exposes people to a lot more stuff than how they grew up, and the people that they grew up around. So
absolutely. So when was the first time you performed on stage?
I have not performed. Maybe once I performed. I sang a song that was like a cover, but I honestly, I didn't want to do it because I had people that kept like chanting my name. So I had to go up and do it. So I went up and did it. I didn't know that I would be doing it. When I got there, I just thought we were just hanging out and we had some live music and yeah, so I'm pretty shy. I grew up pretty shy. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really have anybody that really encouraged me as a young child. So, yeah.
Yeah, we all wrote about boys. It's like, you know, there was the boys that we liked and then the boys that just needed to stay away and like move on, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
The ones that were the bullies that would come over and like pick on us all the time. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of my inspiration, if you look back in like my catalog from like 2018 was like when I was in high school and kind of where I was in life at that time. I write very diaristically, so I kind of categorize it by year, and I like to kind of go back and listen and kind of see, you know, where my mind was at the time. But I did write a lot about big events and stuff that would happen in my life. So
that is so awesome. So not only do you have like a diary that you wrote in, but now like a diary that you sing. That
it's so funny. I call it my public diary.
So beautiful.
Yeah, I call it my public diary. So,
and that's such a healthy way to like be able to get those emotions out on paper and then to express them without like putting the negative completely into it. Because I know when you write, sometimes it gets a little heavier on the negativity or the hurt and the pain. Yeah, and then when you put it into a song, it's a little bit lighter. And so you're not coming off like, I want to kick this person in the face. You're more so coming off like, you know what, you did me wrong, but you know what, that's your karma. Like, yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah, I definitely, when I think of, thank you. When I think of, you know, putting out music and stuff and just like being honest and just talking, you know, whatever, or writing whatever it is about that's like affecting you at that time. Like you said, it's really therapeutic and stuff. So, yeah, I think it's good to not be afraid of your emotions and to be able to speak how you feel and get it out there. As opposed to getting it out in other ways that maybe doesn't benefit you or maybe other, you know, people. It may affect other people in your life that would be bad. So, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Oh my goodness. So let me ask, out of all the songs that you've ever written, and I'm going all the way back from when you started until now, because I know there are some songs that I wrote as a kid that if I were to go ahead and remember what I wrote back then, they would have been hits, right? So what is one song that you wrote that stands out in your mind that was like your all-time favorite?
I really love a song that I wrote back in 2018 called Siren. And basically I did it for like a school project, and it was like one of the first songs that I ever showed like to my class that like people, because everybody knew me as like the shy girl, you know. And I wrote this song, and it's based off of Greek mythology. So it's talking about like sirens, right? And the vocal, like the I don't even know how I recorded it, like, and like it's like it's perfect, like in the sense that like in my head of how I envision it to sound. Like I want it to sound so wicked, and it does, and it just definitely paints like a picture of like, you know, what the song's about, you know, and yeah, so it's a favorite of mine. The producer who made the instrumental, his name is Classic. He's amazing. He's phenomenal. I would say that the song is very witch housey, which is very unique and a subgenre of like electronic music, and it's so dark and it's just so cool, and it's yeah, it's very intense. It's very cool. And one day I want to be able to put out an album that is about like Greek mythology, and have like I have a whole thing planned out for it at some point, but I will get there at some point, but I have it in my head of what it sounds like. But yeah, that one is a favorite of mine.
Can't wait. Oh, yes. Subscribe, because you know what? You're not going to be able to wait either. And you got to go ahead and check out her new album, Resilience. Now, I know you said you've had this out for a little while. But I know if we go to, check you out on BandLab, it's on your pin there. And Resilience, that's absolutely gorgeous. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that album?
Yeah. So I wrote those songs from, I believe, 2020 all through 2021, I think. So I wrote them, and I basically went through a horrible breakup. It was the worst thing ever at the time. I was pretty young too. It was the first, like, my first real love, and I thought, like, this is it. This is the guy. This is, I got it. I got what I thought, was, that was good for me, and that, this was gonna work out. And then all of a sudden, like, everything came crashing down. Like, I had to move away from the house that we were living in, that I painted all the walls, and I just really made it up in my mind that, this was it. And when that kind of thing happens to you, where everything is drastically changing all at once, and you don't feel like you have ground to stand on, and you're just trying to figure it out, and then you have to go all the way back to square one. So this album is just about, those feelings of feeling like, you're not good enough, or feeling like, that, like, what is being permanent, to somebody, and just kind of exploring, the idea after going through such a hard time, and kind of picking yourself back up and being like, you know what, I'm resilient, like, I can get up from this. Like, I already threw my pity party, and I'm coming back for a vengeance to save the woman who went missing, and that woman is me, and so I really, it was very a transformative time in my life. And yeah, so it's just a lot of feelings involved, and also kind of feelings I talk about in a song called Murder You, which basically, so that song's on the albums, but that song basically is about, the aftermath of going through something like that, and all the other people you date after that, like, it's like, it's trauma, that you hold, and it's like, what do you do with that? What do you do with that kind of trauma? Like, this could affect other people, so it's very, yeah, it was definitely a very, like I said, transitional time in my life. So that's what that's about.
My gosh, I feel you. Oh, I've been through that too. So you're not alone.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's like you fall flat on your face, and it's like, now what? What do I have? And now you've got all that pain, that hurt, that anger, that upset, like every little square block that you painted, or every time you put in a new tile floor, or, just whatever it may be, just hung a new pair of curtains. Like, that was yours, and you felt like you had that security. And then when that rug's pulled out from underneath you, beautiful story. That resilience. I am here.
Yep. It's all about getting back up.
I love this. And I love the fact that you do write to the fact of, like, your diary kind of So, we can kind of follow along with you too, not just being fans, and following your music, but we can also follow your life. And that's gorgeous. Like, thank you for sharing that. That's not easy.
Yeah, of course. I feel like a lot of people aren't as honest nowadays as I would hope that people would be. Yeah, so I really like being able to connect with people in that way.
And there's no catch-22s with you. You're straight up honest. Right out there.
Yes,
I'll help you. I've got an ear. Yeah. This is my life, and I'm sharing it with you. Like, you're so awesome. Thank you, Britt. Let me ask about the song Catch-22, because I know this one is explicit content. So earmuffs out there if you guys got little ones around, or if you're at a job, because we hate to see you get fired. Oh. So go ahead. Tell me about Catch-22.
Catch-22 is the moment that, and so it's Catch-22 is on Resilience, and it's the moment that, like, the breakup happened. That it was, so basically, the guy, like I said in the song, so I was with this guy for about 6 years, and then at the very end, he told me, he's like, "Why do you think I'd ever marry you?" And that kind of stuck in my head of like, oh my God, like, am I not worthy of that? And that broke me so bad. So I just took the car and I left, and I left, and just that feeling of leaving everything you thought you had behind, and like, there's no easy way out. There's a catch-22 any way you look at it. Like, if I stay with this guy, he's gonna keep breaking my heart over and over and over. If I leave, my heart's gonna be broken for however long, but like, this person impacted me, and it's not something I can just erase. So I'm gonna be hurt either way. So, yeah. So I'm kind of damned if I did, damned if I don't. So yeah, that's what 22 is about. Catch-22 is about.
Let's go ahead. Let's check this out.
Okay.
Yay. This is Catch-22, published out February 23rd, 2022. Hails in at 2 minutes and 3 seconds. And she says, "Hey guys, it's been a while. I've been thinking a lot lately about the past and how I haven't really been allowing myself to heal from old wounds. So here's something new. Damned if I did, damned if I don't. You'd break my heart 1,000 times over." How'd I do quoting you?
Great. Wonderful.
Let's go ahead and check this out. Like, share, subscribe, everyone.
There's only so much more to say, out of all the ways to make you stay. I thought I knew you better then, but I guess I don't know who I even am. So I'm gonna stop my car and wipe my tears and drive so fucking far from here and make you wish you were with me. It's a catch-22 that I wanted you. You were killing me, then I hope it's killing you now. That we're through, but I wanted you to make me feel so much pain. Now I see clearly now that none of those words mean anything. How could you say to my face what made you think I'd marry you anyways? So I started my car and wiped my tears and drove so fucking far from there to find the man who'd marry me. Damned if I did, damned if I don't. You'd break my heart 1,000 times over. Whether I'm with you or not, I'd blame myself for the damage done. Cause it's a catch-22 that I wanted you. You were killing me, then I
That was so powerful. Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
So powerful. And I can feel your pain through your lyrics and through your vocals. And that's so important. Man, where did you learn how to sing?
I taught myself.
All right. Well, who were your influences? Because you had some mighty hefty female influences there.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. I really look up to Taylor Swift and Ellie Goulding. Lately, I've been listening to a lot of Paris, which is like an electric rock pop band. Like, they're amazing. Halsey, Dua Lipa, Lord. Yeah.
Man, you've got some heavy hitters there. Powerhouses.
Definitely.
All right. Who is your favorite out of all of them that you really connected to lyrically? Not vocally, but lyrically.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift?
Oh, yeah.
How come? What was it about her?
She actually is the reason why I even make music. I just remember when I was like 9 years old and I was just sitting on my bunk bed and I was watching like CMT music videos like on like the television, and I saw her in her music video for Teardrops on My Guitar, and like she like outright said this guy's name in this song, and I was like, oh my god, like who does that? Like, that is insane. That's so cool. Like, and because like at that time, you know, what am I saying at that time? I've always been a hopeless romantic, and I just really connected with her because she seemed so honest, and you know, she's very honest in the way that she wrote, and she was also young, you know, and I was young, and you know, she was doing country music, and I was like, this is awesome. This is so cool. Like, I need to follow who she, you know, what she does. Like, and I'm so proud to be able to, you know, sit here and say, yeah, like I went and I've seen like her Taylor Swift Eras Tour movie that she just came out with and stuff, and all this amazing stuff that she's been able to do. Yeah, she's incredible.
Let's get some hearts for Taylor. Let's get some hearts for Taylor. Oh, that's so awesome. Yes, the Taylor is amazing. Taylor is amazing. She really knows how to put her words out there to make you understand and paint that picture. And then her vocals just grab you. They just grab you by the throat, and they're just like, listen, this is what I have to say.
Yeah.
Yes, she is. She is amazing. Let me ask about Gravedigger.
Gravedigger? So Gravedigger, basically it's just kind of like, I'm just talking about karma. What comes around goes around. You know, even if, so this was like something that actually happened in my life where somebody was, you know, kind of, you know, bullying me, and kind of made everybody like hate me, and it was just such a toxic atmosphere that I was in, and I was just in that, and during the time when I wrote it and I put it out, I really, like, I was on my own. Like, I felt very alone in the way that I felt, and I was writing about it, and then, you know, people, you know, I was trying to remind myself that, you know, people are going to dig their own grave, you know, like, if people are mean to me, they're going to be mean to other people, and, you know, karma is going to come around, and they're going to catch up. It's going to catch up to them. So, yes. And eventually it did, you know, for that person. And, yeah, so I just really, it was a hard time for me, but I got a good song out of it. So yeah.
Let's go ahead. Let's check this out. Again, people, it is explicit content. So if you got little ears around, or if you're in a place that people could, you know, get fired. Yeah, just go ahead.
Not work appropriate.
That's right. Not HR appropriate. So you can go ahead, put your earmuffs on, your little earbuds, whatever it may be. It starts with an E for let's go ahead and check out Gravedigger. Says here, instrumental by the talented at the Magic Jets Music. Two sides to every story, yet no one truly knows me. I watch as the dominoes fall. BandLab trending pop singer, songwriter. Let's get it. Brittney Spencer. That was an amazing beat and a great story. So catchy. Don't you go around dragging my name. I love it.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Oh, Brittney, that was awesome. I love the way that you use those words in your lyrics and how you forcefully like shoved it down your throat. You're not going to do that to me. Oh, this Resilience album is so good.
A lot of emotions.
So if you guys have not gone ahead and
Thank you so much,
Brittney, please go support her. Go give her some donations too to help her and say, yes, I want you to create more music. I want to hear more. Thank you for connecting and for sharing. Brittney, let me ask you about Hourglass, because I see that you did this with Mr. Chesta. Mr. Chesta is an amazing artist himself.
Oh, he's amazing. Yeah, he's amazing. Yeah. So Hourglass is a part of my Resilient album. So basically, even though like there's a lot of different emotions, sometimes even after, like in the aftermath, you kind of think of like the what ifs, you know, like what if this person came back, you know, and what if like, you know, things could be different, you know, could we get back together, you know? And this is kind of me daydreaming and thinking about how, like, you know, how cruel it is, you know, to be young and dumb and make mistakes and stuff, and how, you know, those mistakes kind of, you know, follow you around, and, you know, and you kind of think, like, you know, like, I don't know if I would take them back. It's just kind of just looking back at, you know, what happened, and kind of viewing it like an hourglass. The time ran out, you know, and yeah, it's just kind of me being a hopeless romantic and thinking and out loud, and in the sense that, like, maybe I'm just silly, you know, maybe I'm just silly, you know, for wanting this, even though, you know, it ended horribly, you know. So it's just a lot about that, which is fine to feel that way, you know, even after, you know, going back and being like, I'm gonna find myself, everything is great now, I'm gonna find somebody else, you know, to be my boyfriend, I'm gonna find myself, everything's gonna be great, you know, and then, you know, all of a sudden, and, you know, maybe the dark moments, you're like, but what if, you know? So that's what Hourglass is about.
I love it. Yes, and I think that we do that, and we torture ourselves so often with the what ifs.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, let's go ahead. Let's check this out. And if you have not already, you better go and subscribe, people. I'm not going to tell you this again. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, BandLab. Yes, Spotify.
Spotify.
Let's go ahead now and check out this piece here. Instrumental by my amazing friend at Mr. Chesta. And you guessed me, right? Well, actually, it's Brittney, not me. But you get it. You get it. It says, oh, you guessed me, right? I throw pennies down a fountain, hoping you'd come around and find them. Aww. Singer-songwriter BandLab trending. Let's go ahead. Let's turn it up. Let's get some beautiful glitter flowing. This is Brittney Spencer. Yes, Hourglass. 3.31 thousand? Holy crap, killer girl.
I guess with me it's not where you wanted to be. I'm sorry that I loved you more than you loved me. And you guessed me right. I threw pennies down a fountain, hoping you would come around and find them, and come to me saying I'm so sorry I didn't know myself, but I'm here now. And I cursed the youth you put me through. It's beautiful, but oh, I ruined the day that I'd become old news. And now I'm sitting and wondering what happened with you. It's like an hourglass, time ran out too fast. Fell through all the cracks and let the sand settle. I say it's like an hourglass, we could have brought that time back, but you didn't want me forever. And you guessed me right. I'm such a hopeless romantic, and I dream of your impossible antics. You can never heal my heart, but it's better to trick myself than to feel now. So I curse the youth you put me through. It's beautiful, but oh, I ruined the day that I'd become old news, and you'd be off with your new muse.
my gosh. The way you phrased that, time ran out like an hourglass. Are you there?
I am here. Sorry.
Oh, there you
There we
are.
go.
Man, that was beautifully written and beautifully sang.
Thank you.
And what a great collaborator. Mr. Chesta is absolutely.
Oh, he's amazing. He's absolutely amazing.
Do you want to go ahead and give some shout outs to some of the collaborators and some of the artists that you've worked with since finding BandLab?
Oh yeah, definitely. Mr. Chesta, yeah, definitely. He's amazing. Absolutely amazing. I worked with Classic. He did the last song for Freedom, the original version of Freedom. I worked with Treen Lavery. He was a friend of mine for a long time. And I worked with an artist that I absolutely adore, who did Murder You. So they go by the name All Need. They actually just changed their name to something else. You actually really can't find them on BandLab. They're very mysterious. I've talked about it in my streams and stuff before, but it's weird because you can't find them. Like, they don't have a name. I don't know how they do that. I have no idea, but they're amazing. But they used to go by All Need, my mind is blank right now.
I hate that when you find collaborators and people that you really like, and you start following them and then they change their name.
Oh yeah,
Like,
definitely.
no.
Definitely.
Oh.
Yeah, especially because All Need is like my top favorite like producer ever. Brian Yosan, I believe he goes by. He changed his name too, but he did Vengeance and Permanent, and he is amazing. His stuff is so unique, so incredibly unique. He's great. He's amazing. Who else? Mr. Chester also did Wake Me Up, a Fever Dream, which is kind of like Hourglass. It's very it's a sad song too. But yeah, those are the collaborators.
Well, I'm glad out of all the sad songs, you got a beautiful smile on your face today.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I mean, like I said before, it's good to get emotions out and stuff. So yeah.
Definitely. Music is therapy.
Definitely.
Yeah. Oh. So tell me about Sweet Dreams.
Sweet Dreams is my baby. So Sweet Dreams, I wrote it back in like 2020. I don't think I put it out until 2021. But I wrote it one day. It's actually, so the guy that I was with, that inspired the Resilience album, this guy, like, I just felt like a hole in my heart. I remember I was just sitting on my couch. I had my guitar. I'm like, I haven't played my guitar in a while. I should make something and put it out, And I don't normally do a lot with guitar on my account. I used to a long time ago, but it was on my SoundCloud. Now I just I really, really enjoy collaborating with people. But I had my guitar out. I'm like, maybe, I can write something. And so I wrote Sweet Dreams. And I only wrote like the first verse and chorus, and I put it down, didn't think about it, And then after the breakup, my life was changing and stuff, and I came back to it, and I had way more time for music and stuff because I wasn't in this relationship anymore. And so I touched base with it, and I continued the song. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to put the song out. It's not, and because to me, I was like, it's not that good. It's okay. It's whatever, I'll just put it out, but then it was played like 117,000 times. And so I guess other people liked it. And so, that's kind of how I kind of blew up on BandLab. Is from that song where I was just kind of like, oh, I don't know. So if you ever feel like, you shouldn't put something out, you should just put it out and see what happens. You never know.
We are our worst critics.
Oh, definitely, 100%. But yeah, that song was so popular. I ended up making like a music video for it, like a year after the fact. But yeah, I even had people get really mad at me because you know how like you pin up your like a song or something,
Yes.
like on your profile. Like I was like, guys, it's been a year, guys. Like I gotta put my album up there now. And so many people message me. They're like, where is Sweet Dreams? And I'm like, so yeah. But yeah, it's a fan favorite. I wouldn't say it's my favorite personally, but it's a fan favorite, and I'm glad that they like it. So, yeah.
Yes. And you've heard some funny stories come from Sweet Dreams as well, right?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I've had people message me. They're like, I sing this song to my kids at night or whatever, and I'm like, what? Like, how can this song like about a breakup be about that? And then I'm like thinking, in the perspective of that, and I'm listening, and I'm like, I guess it could be a lullaby, So it's so interesting, because everybody has their own, take on music and stuff.
Yes.
Music and art in general is subjective. So I'm glad people took something from it, even if it was different from how I wrote it. So I think that's cool.
Well, let's check out your music video.
All right.
Yeah. Here we go, guys. Check it out. Sweet Dreams.
Sweet dreams to my baby, you're my favorite song to sing. Kiss me as you fall asleep and you dream of all the possibilities of me and of you in a world not quite as blue, of me and of you. Sweet dreams to my baby. I dream of rocket ships and going out to space, and wondering if one day you'll forget the way I look to you like you were the brightest of stars. And oh, it hurts so good to think sometimes, but sweet dreams to my baby, you're my favorite song to sing. Kiss me as you fall asleep and you dream of all the possibilities of me and of you in a world not quite as blue, of me and of you. Sweet dreams to my baby.
That was so beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Is that a place like near your house?
It's not super close.
Okay.
Where I was staying at the time, it was. So basically, it's at this place close to this trail. They call it the rail trail.
Okay.
and it's by this place called 100 Foot Bridge. And it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, so it was actually something like that was just spontaneous, because so basically what happened was BandLab, they emailed me, they said, hey, like, we want to put you on a blog post for a subscription. So I'd be one of the first 6 artists to be involved in the subscription program that they had, that they were implementing back in 2021 in October. And so basically I was like, oh, okay. And they're like, can you send us like a photo, and at the time I was with somebody, and they're like, hey, why don't we go take pictures, by the rail trail at the 100 Foot Bridge? And I was like, sure, we'll do that. So I was there, and that's the guitar picture of me with the guitar, and then the, waterfall and stuff. And then all of a sudden he's like, why don't we just shoot a music video for Sweet Dreams? And I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, okay, we'll do that. So that's actually how that came about. So yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
And then it looks so pretty.
Thank you so much. It's a gorgeous area.
Yes. Now, you mixed that yourself?
I did. You mean just like the song itself, or like the editing? Yeah, I did everything. So the guitar, the songwriting, me singing, me mixing, the editing of the video. Yeah. So yeah.
Beautiful job.
Thank you so much.
Beautiful job.
Thank you.
And you're still in your young 20s. Like, I can't wait to see where you go.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. I'm excited, honestly.
Are you thinking about maybe like one day getting up on stage and performing?
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. I almost died. Yes.
Don't do that.
Yes, I was choking.
I want to see you one day on stage. Come on.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah. I really want to. I really, 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 really want to. But I really want like a body of work that is just like, I'm working with one producer. So BandLab is an escape for me, and I do put out my music and stuff, and I absolutely love music, and it is I feel that it is something that I was supposed to do, and I really want to have like a body of work and be able to work with like a producer who really understands, the vision that I have, and we're both like really excited about it and stuff. So I have this idea for like a Greek mythology album that I've had forever, and I've written out stuff. Yeah, I was talking about it earlier with you, and yeah, so that's a big thing. I really want to be able to have a body of work that I can perform, and that it is, it's there, and it's something that, I can make music videos for, and I, put out onto Spotify, and yeah, just and perform. I think that would be a lot of fun. But right now I'm not really in a place to be able to kind of do that in the way that I envision it. So
well, Britt, I'm going to ask, like, in the future when that happens, because it's definite, it's just a matter of time. Okay. So when that happens, I'm asking for the first autograph. Okay.
Okay.
I get the first autograph.
Okay. That can be done. Yes. That can be done.
Sweet. Oh, man. I love it. Let me ask, if there were kids out there that, say were 8, 9 years old and didn't really have an outlet and was kind of growing up, maybe listening to BandLab because that's, or Spotify or Apple, because let's face it, that's today's radio stations, right? Yeah. So what kind of advice would you give them moving forward?
Honestly, I do have like somebody that I have that was very young, and they found me, I think it was a few years ago. But they listen to my music, and and they're like, hey, like, could you take me under your wing? Like, I love your stuff. And so I did. I was like, yeah, sure. Like, and they told me, they're like, I'm really shy. Like, I don't have a lot of friends. And music, is my escape and stuff. And that kind of resonated with me, because that was like me as a child. Because I didn't have a lot of friends. I was pretty isolated as a child and stuff growing up, and music was definitely my way as an escape. And I honestly would just say keep with it, because just don't be too hard on yourself. Just don't be too hard on yourself, but just keep with it. Keep growing, knowing that mistakes are okay. Things will happen, but you just have to stick with it if you love it so much. Don't do it because of money. Just do it because you love it, and it will come. If that's your goal, and you want to be like a musician, and you want that to be your full-time thing, it will come. But just be passionate. Just do that, and it'll come around. So, yeah, that's what I would say.
I love that advice. Mm-hmm. Listen, guys, keep it up. We all fail. Us teachers fail more times than the student. So believe me, like, a lot of times we have wanted to fail, give up, throw in that towel and say, done deal. But, you kept on going, and it's definitely paid off.
Definitely. Failing is like a stepping stone to success. Like, the most successful people in the world have failed so many times.
Absolutely. And Brittney's going to get on a stage, and she's going to do a tour. And I just can't wait. It's going to be awesome. And I'm going to get an autograph.
I have talked to BandLab, and they have told me that they would love to have like the biggest acts on BandLab be in a tour and like tour around, the country and stuff. So they told me about that. I don't know when that would happen, but that would be really exciing for when that does, or if that ever does. And I would definitely be on board for that. So yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Oh, Wake Me Up. Tell me about the song Wake Me Up, A Fever Dream.
So Wake Me Up is also in collaboration with Miss Chesta, and I basically, it's a song about depression, and kind of, with all the emotions, that I read about in Resilience, one of them, a big one, is depression, and kind of being like, everything is happening so fast. Like, it's like I don't even have my feet on the ground. Everything is falling, beneath me. And it's just like, I'm not able to comprehend, and keep up. And it's just like, I feel like I'm failing. I feel like I'm behind, when I used to be so confident, and I used to swim right through. And now all of a sudden, I can't, and I'm not wide-eyed like I used to be. I used to be so, passionate. I used to be so this, so that, whatever, and now I feel like I'm not that, and this is like a really low point. And, so that's what Wake Me Up is about, and also it's just kind of like a double meaning about, like, what depression can do to you. Like, sometimes, it makes people not want to get up. It makes people just want to sleep all the time. And that's what I did for a little bit. And and just the feeling of waking up and being like, wow, this is my life. So yeah, that's what Wake Me Up, A Fever Dream is about.
I love it. Mental health is such a big thing, especially depression, definitely. PTSD, anxiety, depression. Wake me up. You just feel like you're dormant, like you don't exist except for in just a space, and it's not really necessary to be accounted for. Right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Thank you for sharing, because it's people like you that share your experiences that let us all know that we're not alone.
Oh yeah, and that nobody's perfect. Even if somebody looks like they have it together, they don't.
flaws, right? We're all flawed.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's go ahead. Let's check out Wake Me Up, a Fever Dream. Yeah. This is so awesome. This is Wake Me Up, a Fever Dream. Brittney Spencer and Mr. Chester. You can follow them, find them. You know what to do. Share, subscribe, and don't forget to read. Here we go. Incredibly inspirational instrumental by at Mr. Chester. Wake me up when this is over, when I'm no longer stuck. Wake me up when there's a cure to take away all the hurt. New, ambient, trending. Let's go ahead and turn it up and wake me up.
I knew everything at 18, but I'm 22 now, and it seems like my feet can never stay still. On the ground, it's crumbling beneath me, it's shattering daily, and all my dreams are fleeting. It's like I don't know me anymore. Wake me up when this is over, when I'm no longer stuck. Wake me up when there's a cure to take away all the hurt. Wake me up when the clocks rewind and I can finally open my eyes. I miss my white blue skies, never backed away from the heights. I'd ace to swim through right to the other side. Just wake me up, this fever dream has got me up. Just wake me up, please wake me up. And I can no longer tell if this is reality. Is my brain playing tricks then? Is there something missing? 'Cause all my seems of fraying. It's like I don't know me anymore. Wake me up when this is over, when I'm no longer stuck. Wake me up when there's a cure to take away all the hurt. Wake me up when the clocks rewind and I can finally open my eyes. Blue skies, never backed away from the night. Swim through right to the other side. Just wake me up. 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 Wake me up. Just wake me up. Just wake
Well, I don't want to be woken up if it's going to sound like that.
It's a sad song.
It's sad,
There's beauty
but
in sadness.
It's sad, but it is. It's very beautiful. Like, seriously, I could listen to that and just like loop it. That's what I meant. Like, yeah, seriously, I wouldn't want to get up because I'd be looping it. So I'd be like, wake me up. Oh, beautiful, Britt.
Thanks.
Let me ask one final question before we go ahead and head out here for the evening. Is there something you'd like to go ahead and say, you know, out to your fans and anybody that's watching?
I have been having a lot of ideas for the future of my music and stuff. So just keep an eye out. I have a lot of ideas floating around up here, but yeah, I'm very excited for the future. Yeah. So yeah, just thank you for hanging out with us today.
Oh, awesome. Like, share, subscribe. You know what to do. Yes. I think we're going to roll out of here with sweet dreams. Yeah. All right. Let's do it, everyone. Thank you again for coming. Like, share, and subscribe. Check Brittney out on all platforms. Yeah. Let's do this. This has been an exclusive interview with the one and the only Brittney Spencer. Yes. Like I said, like,
Thank
share,
you so much.
subscribe. And like she said, keep your eyes peeled. Don't close them. We're not blind. We're leaving them open. Healing, beautiful therapy. Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Facebook, BandLab. Oh, check her out. Yeah. Woo. Sweet dreams, everyone.
Sweet dreams to my baby, you're my favorite song to sing. Kiss me as you fall asleep and you dream of all the possibilities of me and of you in a world not quite as blue, of me and of you. Sweet dreams to my baby. I dream of rocket ships and going out to space, and wondering if one day you'll forget the way I look to you, like you were the brightest of stars. And oh, it hurts so good to think sometimes, but sweet dreams to my baby, you're my favorite song to sing. Kiss me as you fall asleep and you dream of all the possibilities of me and of you in a world not quite as blue, of me and of you. Sweet dreams to my baby.
I'm gonna spread love, oh hey.